All right, hold on to your seats. This is the longest video I've made. So my buddy hits me up and he's like, yo, easy, how do I texture? And I'm like, don't worry, bro, I got you. I'm gonna head over and teach you. So after inspecting the place, I noticed there's like a gajillion cracks and holes. Don't ask me why. I have no idea what was going on here. But we start to fixing those and playing Fruit Ninja with the walls for about an hour. My buddy's like, yo, you think we're gonna finish today? And I'm like, yeah, man, don't worry, we got this. He goes to masking and I'm like, yo, let's lay this horizontal and save some turtles. Pay for the turtles. And I go above the cabinets now to start cleaning them up and dusting them. And I notice this big thingy-majingy up here. And I'm like, what in the Billy Wonkas is this? If there's any plumbers out there that can explain that. So we go to start texturing and we put our safety gear because, you know, we're gonna texture. I'm number one, my buddy's number two, just so you know who's doing what. Don't ask me why we have a Home Depot and a Lowe's bucket. Shout out to Lowe's. So for your texture, you want a pancake consistency. Use a bottle of Gatorade to measure. Here is our Harbor Freight gun. Here's me showing my buddy how to do the circular motion with the texture. Here's him giving it a shot. Then I noticed we forgot to mask the track for the garage, and he's like, that looks pretty cool, actually. So we move on to making a second batch, and he's about to dump that, and I stop him, and I'm like, yo, you've never heard of the dump? And he's like, the dump? And I'm like, yeah, man. I was so proud of him. Look at that beautiful dump. Here we are texturing the walls, and I'm like, yo, circular motion. And he starts to do this. And now I'm like, you know what? That'll pass, bro. It'll look $1 million better than what it was before. We bust out the diesel heater because, you know, we ain't got time to wait for that to paint. And he's like, yo, you hungry? And I'm like, what? Of course, man. He's like, I got some carne asada. I'm like, carne asada at midnight? Oh, man, that sounds bomb. All over part 2.